it comes to TV shows, movies, web series, or just channels on YouTube, you're bound to have a girlfriend character who has many ex-boyfriends or just any, past, relationships. So that is why I'll be covering all the exes in SML videos, and specifically the ones I'm talking about are Rosalina's exes, which can range from really annoying to likable to just bland. So yeah. But this time, I will discuss all the characters, what I like about them, what I dislike about them, and what I think they are as characters. But also, I will rank them from best to worst, for the worst exes and also the best exes, the ones that have good character development and ones that don't. So with that all being said, let's get into it. Oh, and also I'm using my avatar for the first time, and I just now drew some new stuff for them, just because, for one reason. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and like I said, this is the first time I'm using my avatar, and I just made 2 new drawings for it. And also, if I sound a bit weird than I usually do, well, that's because I'm sick right now. Oh god, sorry. Anyways, besides that terrible joke I just made, let's actually get on to it, and I'm going to be starting off with the best one out of all of them, just because, and that is the originator, D-Money.
Alright.
Hello? Oh, baby 3-0! Baby 3-0!
Alright, the very first one here we're talking about is D-Money. And yes, like I said, best, and then I guess the worst, that's how I'm gonna do it. And the reason why he's the best is because, well, he actually has character development. He actually has somewhat of a personality. He's actually entertaining. He even has a whole history and background behind him. Which, speaking of which, in the first video he appears in, Rosalina's ex-boyfriend, he even talks about how much money he has, which, yeah, I've actually tried to do the math, and I ended up with something which is weird. Which, looking back now, I don't even know how I did it, so here's footage of me showing what I did. Yeah, I really don't know how I got to this point, so I analyzed random stuff. Okay, so the average boxing age, apparently, I searched it up, at least this is what I think he starts at, like, 16, and counting in, like, the time for SML, like, when the video came out, apparently he's probably 30 years old, or probably 30 now, and I don't know how I got 5,840 days. I think that's from the 14 years, because 16 to 30. And average fights per year apparently are 2, which makes no sense because he's apparently in the video he starts out as like 53-0 in the first video he shows up in. So I don't know how it'd be 2 fights like that for 14. That would not make sense. So I think I might have to redo this. But what I ended up at was that right there. I really don't know how I got that, but I'll try it again and I'll see how much he actually does have. What I do know about D-Money is that he shows up in 2 videos, Rosalina's ex-boyfriend and also Jeffy the Boxer, but we don't talk about that because you know what they did to him?
Money! Oh! 65-0!
They basically mutilated him and he looks horrific now. Seriously, the new puppets are horrendous and they basically destroyed D-Money. His original puppet had character. It wasn't the best puppet, it looks kind of weird now, but it was so much better than the new puppet we have now. But anyways, besides that, what I like about D-Money is, besides being a pro boxer who basically gets a lot of money and acts hilarious towards Mario, is that in the end of the video, when Mario gets sick of him and he thinks that he's trying to steal his girl thanks to Black Yoshi being a stupid idiot, the thing is, this guy realizes that Mario loves Rosalina, so he lets Mario knock him out in a fight that they have, and Mario wins Rosalina. So, yeah, this guy actually has character. In fact, I'll show a clip right now.
All I care about is you.
Man, he must really love his girl. He keeps getting back up after I hit his ass out. No one's ever gotten back up after being hit by me before. That's true determination, and I respect that. All he wants is for his girl to love him, but she already does. He thinks beating me would make him a winner. He deserves to be a winner.
And while yes, you can argue in the later part of the video, Mario doesn't actually knock out D-Money, he's just pretending that so then he can let Mario have Rosalina. It's at least something that I can give him credit for being a respectful guy who knows what Mario tries to care for. So you know what? D-Money, you're definitely the best out of all the people we're talking about, because you actually have character, and you even, have, like, funny personality in earlier parts of the video.
Huh? Someone needs help?
I got you, bro! Don't worry, I got you! I'm not gonna let you drown!
Oh my god! Thank you!
At number 2, we have Brad, and no, I did not spell his name. In the video, he apparently says that it ends with a capital D, so yeah. What I do like about this guy is 4 things. 1, he's not a stalker like some of the other exes on this list. 2, he's way more likable. And 3, he saves Jeffy even though, yeah, I know, we would all drown him ourselves if we got the chance to, but whatever. And 4, well, not much else. But there is one joke that I do like, is that his surfboard has been stuck to his hand for pretty much his whole life, and I found that actually mildly funny. But that's about it. But can you really blame him for not having much character, considering this is a list about Rosalina's exes, and also the fact that he showed up in one of the worst videos of 2021, Jeffy Almost Drowns? Which, speaking of which, let's talk about how bad the video is. Now look, it starts out normally with, well, Jeffy almost drowning, then Brad saving Jeffy. But then since Mario's such a stinkish person, just because he finds out that he's an ex of Rosalina, he acts like a douchebag to him and tries to always get away from him. I'm like, yes, well, there was Super D and also the other ex-boyfriends were kind of annoying too. Does Brad really deserve having his freaking food poisoned by Mario? Like, really? You poison his food just because he's related to the fact that he's an ex? But yeah, it's not really Brad's fault for not having much when he had to deal with being in one of the worst videos. Thankfully though, he's alive and he's not dead. Good job, Mario. Anyways, let's move on to number 3. Okay, so just a heads up, we've only talked about 2 of Rosalina's exes, and they've all just been tolerable. The last 3 are pretty painful to, watch. Well, one of them is actually semi-decent, but that's just because it's funny to watch him fail. And the other one is just lame, and the last one is an absolute mess.
Ready to suck some dick? Ugh!
Yeah, that's pretty much what Perfectly Cut Screams be like. But anyways, at number 3, we have Dak, who showed up in 2 videos, The Super Bowl Problem and Jeffy Plays Football. And he's a football player in high school, and he, well, dated Rosalina in high school. And he's an awful football player, which is the reason why I semi-like him. I know earlier I said the last 3, well, boyfriends were all, they didn't have much. But what I do like is that Dak is just so awful at football that it's honestly kind of funny. In Super Bowl Problem, he's just constantly missing. And also that part where I just showed you that he basically screams is him trying to fake that his ankle hurts. Which I actually found really funny, and I replayed it several times. I thought it was just that funny. But in Jeffy Plays Football, there's not much to him, or at least not much that I can remember. But yeah, that's all I could say on this guy. I just don't care about him, other than the fact that he's bad at football. Which I found mildly funny, and I kept on replaying it. So yeah, we're just gonna move on to another one. Yeah, this is getting really lame now.
I heard you screaming, so I came as fast as I could. And then I came here.
Super Big D, what are you doing here?
Wait, Super Tiny D, what are you doing here?
Okay, once again, I am kind of lying when I said that this guy was lame as hell. Okay, look. He's an okay character. It's just that there's not much to him. He's kind of just basically a, well, dollar store version of Super D, but don't think Super D is good just by me saying that, no. He's basically just a copy of Super D, but actually a little bit better. So what I do like about him is that he's 1, somewhat kind of funny, 2, he's more respectful, and 3, his backstory is actually kind of hilarious. And that's pretty much about it. I'm dedicating most of my time to actually talking about Super D instead of Super Big D because, like I said, he's kind of just a dollar store version of him, except a little bit more respectable. And he's only made 1 appearance in Jeffy's Crayons. So without further ado, let's talk about a character that's pretty much worse in every single way and is pretty much the bottom of the barrel here.
Beautiful friendship.
No, more than friends.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, clearly just putting that in made me lose my mind and also lose my sanity just like in 2021. But let's just get to the bottom of the barrel and not talk about my sanity.
Love me!
Now we're getting to the very worst of this whole list and pretty much the reason why I made this video. Super D is one of the worst characters in SML now in general. Seriously, if I had made there's so many times I could have made a list of worst SML characters, but there's so many crap characters now, including Jimmy, Brooklyn Guy's brother. Anyways, so why do I not like Super D? 1, he's annoying. 2, his voice is horrendous to listen to. 3, he constantly stalks Rosalina, and I just can't. And he always steals Rosalina from Mario, and he seems to just commit crimes constantly. And he's also gotten way too much attention, and he's appeared in several videos. Jeffy's 16th birthday, Jeffy's Big Idea, The Hypnosis Ray, Jeffy's Crayons, and Jeffy's Christmas Gift. Which the worst one is probably The Hypnosis Ray, as he literally kidnaps Rosalina from Mario. Seriously, I'm so sick of this guy. Just stop showing him in videos. Just get rid of him. But that's all I can take even talking about this pile of crap. Literally, who thought it was a good idea to include him? You're basically destroying... I just can't even deal with this guy. I mean, especially with Jimmy, Vulcan Guy's brother now, his 30-year-old brother. You took two voice actors, both Chris, and also you took Anthony, and destroyed them with two terrible characters, Super D and Jimmy. I'm just getting sick of the new characters now. But that's it. That's all I've got to say. I just hate them. Both Jimmy and also Super D. Which Jimmy, he'll probably get a separate video on him. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.